Hi friends, this is Brooke of Honeycomb House, and I'd like to welcome you back to our Alabama home. Back for us too. We have been gone for nearly a year. If you go and look back on our videos, you'll see that we had a microburst tornado, and our house, about 75% of it, including everything you're going to see today, had to be built back from the studs. We've been in the house for about 5 weeks. And you would think that would be plenty of time to get everything moved in and done, but it's not. And honestly, there's quite a few projects on the construction side of the house that still need to be finished up. So you may see some missing drawers and some blue tape and, maybe a few things that aren't exactly the way I envisioned them. But you're gonna get a good look around today. And I just want to say thank you for everyone that's commented and asked where I've been and what happened and if we're okay and all the prayers. So luckily we were able to move back in, and it pretty much is the way that we had it before, and I would say even improved. So what happened is we had a microburst tornado, and it fell over a 100-year-old sweet gum tree, and it karate chopped the house in half, which was terrible enough, but with the storms brought about 2 inches of rain, and so we had a lot of water and mold damage. It's been quite the experience learning about mold and all the places that it can get into. So we pretty much, the antiques we were able to save because we pushed them out of the way, but a lot of anything that was fabric, upholstery, mattresses, furniture, all of those kinds of things all had to be replaced. But this coffee table is a DIY project. We made it 3 years ago, and luckily it was saved, and I am so happy to have it back in its spot. So the theme that I wanted to share with you today, I'm going to call my neutral decor. I was going to say neutral summer, but I just mean the house as a basic decor with no seasonal, no Easter, no fall, no 4th of July. Just how I would call this as neutral all year round decor. So what are some of the things that I like all year round? And I like the faith-based nature things. So it has a hymnal and a cross and the lamb. And I just think that is so soothing and pretty. And on this side coffee table, I have another little lamb. And anytime that I see them in thrift stores, I'm going to grab them because I love birds and bunnies and deer and I guess sheep. They're just really cute, and I'm starting kind of a collection. So I am a huge thrifter. You'll find out that I don't have sources for many of the things that I share because I have repurposed, repainted, rebuilt, reused, so many beautiful things, and that's the same for the lamps and the side tables here. I was able to find 2 of these lamps for $35 total, and at first I thought, well, they're kind of pretty, like cutesy, maybe not for the living room, and then I put them in there and I just love it. So we had brass lamps, and I moved those to the closed-in porch. Everything kind of goes and matches, and I love to just move things around, and they find a new home in a new area of the house. This is a absolute favorite piece. This is my mom's sideboard. She gave it to me, and several of the antiques that are from my mother. But I love this piece, and I was a little worried about it being in storage, but it's turned out to be just fine. We decorate this. This is the neutral decor, but I really, really do it up at Christmas. So I'm already thinking ahead. It's August, and I'm thinking about how I'm going to decorate. we didn't able to do a Christmas or Thanksgiving or spring, so we've missed out on decorating for the house. We had rentals. It's not the same. So it's just going to be so much fun this year to get everything together. So our house is in Alabama. It's in the mountains. It's south of Huntsville in an area called Lake Guntersville. It's Alabama's largest lake and incorporates, I think, like 5 cities. So it's absolutely beautiful, a lot of nature. And so I would identify this house as a mountain house because we are in the foothills. The mountain starts at the end of our driveway and goes straight up. And it's absolutely beautiful here. So I'm definitely inspired by rustic, vintage, antiques. I love my oil lamps you see and antique clocks. Each one of these kind of have a story. And if you follow me on the IG, you'll notice that I share a lot of the stories of where I've gotten the new treasures and all the people that I run to and our little adventures that have become friends. And so I love to hear, this was my mother's or my aunt's, and we just, are gonna have to scale down, and that's always words for me. I'm like, yay! But this print here, I found the most beautiful couple, and they were going to assisted living, and so they had that deer print. And I probably had it 4 years, and I still think about them when I look at it. So this is another thing we built together, the mantle. And I really like how it's decorated right now. It's kind of simple for me with nothing hanging down. I go elaborate when it comes into fall and Christmas though, so I can't keep that promise. But for right now, it's simple and very pretty like that. I use YouTube. If you guys don't use YouTube for screensavers, it's so much fun. I have a video also on that, how to do that. This is a relatively new piece for me. I got it in Kentucky for $40, and I'm absolutely thrilled with it. I would kind of call it a highboy dresser. I'm sure someone's going to correct me on what it is. It's not, the finish on it is not perfect, but it's great storage. And I like to use dressers in the main area because I love junk drawers. I'll admit it, I love a good junk drawer. So having places to put my extra decor, I have my cables and cords and chargers, batteries, light bulbs, all of those strange things to kind of clear up my utility closet. I have what I call the decorator stuff in all of these drawers, which also makes me lose things. And since we're just moving back in, I'm gonna have to figure out like what I've put in which drawer. It's kind of a whole thing right now, but we'll get it all figured out, figure out where everything is. I'm not showing a ton of the kitchen yet. It's not finished all the way. We need to come back and they need to add 3 more drawers and a few other things. So you're kind of getting a glimpse of the kitchen, but I'm saving that for another video. But I did do a video of the dining room and of our master bathroom. It's really special. So if you want to, of course, click subscribe and follow. You can see those videos and other shorts I have added as well that have a lot of different areas of the house. Do you guys like antique luggage like I do, and all of the chests and travel? I just love those. And they make such good props to make things higher, and I love the buckles. So I call this my curiosity cabinet. It's not a cabinet, I know, it's a bookcase, but I love all the different pottery, and I'm already thinking about what to do for Christmas. Repeat theme with me is that I'm ready to decorate for fall. I will be doing that next week, but I'm already thinking, would that not be so beautiful with the Christmas village or different little lit up trees? And oh my goodness, I'm so excited. That's a new piece for me. So I haven't had a space like that to decorate. So, oh my gosh, so exciting. So we built in the casings, I call them beam style, but they're wood wrapped areas. One is 22.5 feet and the other one is 16 or 17 feet across. I absolutely love the touch of the warm walnut stained wood. And we did a different floor when we rebuilt. It's a reclaimed looking floor. A lot of people mistake it for a tile product that is out, but it is not. It's a vinyl plank LVP floor. I do like the movement in it. It really did intimidate me when we were looking at flooring. I was afraid it was going to be super busy, and it actually really blends. And it doesn't really show crumbs or dust or stuff like that, but it does show white dog hair. So luckily I have a Roomba and she runs every day and she helps me combat the dog hair. We have a Basset Hound that's mostly white. So I have been collecting silver trays and little silver pieces for years, but I love the way that I've used them this time. I don't think I've ever found better purposes for them. And it started with our brick wall. Something about the shiny, well, it's dull shiny, but the metallic on that wall was so pretty. And it just, I've been thrifting them like crazy. And I only give like $1 to maybe $4 for most of them. I did get a platter last week and it was 10, but that was a big one. But normally I don't want them cleaned up. I always have people say, this is what I use to clean it. And I was just like, I would pay extra for the patina. I don't really want them to look new. I love that they look old. So the deer, you love them or you hate them, please refrain. I've heard all of the comments. We did not kill any of these deer. I found them all thrifted for $75 to $125. I think maybe I even gave less than $75 for one. The one that you can see right now in that frame is probably from the 1970s. They're vintage. They're not the perfect mounts. They're not the perfect specimen of deer. They're just pretty. We love nature, and we used to feed the deer. At one time, we had 12 visiting outside our door at all time. So I am not eating them. I am not killing them. I just love them. We use them as decor. So that's what I'm going to say. I have had some very off-the-wall comments about that, but we're not going to change our decor because someone is upset on the internet. I'm sorry. I just added curtains. This is the first time in the whole time we've lived here 5 years total, and I never had curtains up. And so I did 9-foot, 108-inch curtains. We have 11-foot ceilings. Love them. Should have done it years ago. So this is what should be the entry. It actually goes out to our high porch. And this is where kind of my decorating and Mike's collections. He collects whiskey and cigars. And so this is our liquor cabinet, but you can see I have definitely prettied it up. And we're going to do this area. It's kind of an odd, it's got 3 doors. It goes just to the porch. It's just kind of, I thought about one time doing it as an office, but I really have a laptop and I don't work from home except this. And so now we're going to be using it kind of as a whiskey area, like a tavern style. I just think that it's fun. We are probably going to look for an antique tall pub table or a whiskey barrel table to put in there as well. So it's just fun to decorate with. I love anything, I say rustic pretty. I kind of take the antlers and the distressed pieces and then I kind of put bows on them and pretty them up. And I know that maybe sounds strange to some people, but it works for me. And I've never been one to follow the trends. So I kind of decorate off the wall with what I have. But I do feel like I'm kind of coming into my own in the last couple years, especially from sharing on social media. I feel like it has pushed me forward. And so I am doing a lot more DIY and repurposing, painting, and thinking outside the box. And it has been so much fun to share that with my viewers. And my viewers have become friends. And it's absolutely a wonderful experience for me. I started sharing my home in 2006. So in this coming year, I will have been a content creator for 20 years. That's amazing. So I am 52. So I've had friends watch my kids grow up. Now my kids are having kids, and it has been so much fun. I used to do a lot of gardening content. So if you go way back on my account, you'll see a lot of gardening videos. I've slowed down on the gardening. We still have a pretty landscaped house, but definitely the antiques in the interior has stolen my heart. So I would love to know what your favorite thing is. If you have a suggestion, I know probably the quality of this video is not as good as some of my others. I just did this quickly because I'm going to be honest, I'm ready to decorate for fall, and I wanted to show the house one time, non-seasonal. So if you do not do, changing, and you just want a kind of a basic look for your house, this is what I wanted to share with you. This is what I would call my pared down non-seasonal look. And I really would love for you to come back and follow me and see the new things that we're up to. See the kitchen when I do the full video with the pantry. My pantry is wonderful. It's like a mercantile. And I will share more of the master bedroom and all of the doors that I did, 2 antique doors. So I'm going to be sharing a ton more, and I absolutely would love for you to follow along. Again, my name is Brooke, and this is Honeycomb House, and I am absolutely thrilled that you came to see us today. I'm going to leave you because I've talked for a long time. So the rest of this, we're just going to have some light music. So thanks again, and again, give me a follow. Have a great day.